Hello there. So here we are after Christmas. A little bit of an investment update. There's a couple of people that Doreen and Jeff and Percy and Andy and Mark and Jeffrey. I think those ones I'm a little bit behind on because of the paperwork and stuff like that. Because of not just because of Christmas, but because I got ill again just before Christmas and rushed back in, whilst I was actually dealing with doing some of that. So I got rushed back in with an infection and then had the operation and come home on Thursday. So I'm sort of back to work today, but because my health is not deteriorated because I'm getting better now, but because I've had the health issues and because I'm not able to spend a full day and so on, my role now is going to be predominantly spent on sorting and dealing with investments and the updates. So here we go, and just we're back on the case again, and starting to pay out the investments that we've got to pay out. And obviously not just for the people that I just mentioned, but if you're expecting a payout or you think you're due a payout, then I'm going to be on that over the next couple of weeks. So we're dealing with that one. Now, of course, if you've been thinking about investing, this is what you're investing in. You're investing in me, and you're investing in the Great British Coin Hunt. And I ain't perfect, and neither is the whole situation. So it means that there's peaks and troughs, and there's mistakes that get made, and there's things that go wonky, and things that happen like getting ill out of the blue, and one thing and another. But when you're investing in me, you're investing in the fact that we will strive and work and get through it no matter what. Just like the recent illnesses or any other hiccups that we find along the way, or barriers that we find along the way, we get over them and we get under them and we deal with them and we sort them out. So that's what you're getting. You're not investing in perfection. You're not investing in something that's going to run 100% like clockwork. Things will happen, things will get in the way, but what you're investing in is you're investing in us as a little team. You're investing in a Great British Coin Hunt, and you're investing in yourself to be part of that and get a good return. And how do we? I often get asked this. How are we able to offer such a good return? Well, for example, right now I know that there are 3 bags of the new Vote waiting for us, all brand new, and each bag is 250 quid's worth, 500 coins. So if I go and buy all 3 bags, that's 750 quid, and just put that over there on the shelf, put it in the cupboard, because we know we'll sell every single one of those over a 2-year period, which means that we can sell each bag for £1,000. So we'll get £3,000 for that over a 2-year period. So if we have an investor that invests 750 quid, and and I take that money from you, that 750 quid, and I'll go and buy those 3 bags of coins, I haven't had to lay out more money of my own. And what I'm giving you back is 60 on the interest rate that we've set for this latest investment. In this example, you're getting back 65 quid for each bag, and you're getting that twice. You get that after the first year, you get that after the second year when you get your 250 quid back. So you've done well because you've earned 25%, well 50% over 2 years in real terms. But at the same time, we've done well because we've then been able to have that money just sitting there without having to pay ongoing monthly interest for it and so on and so forth. So that's how it works. And, on that bag of 250 quid, we've paid you 65 quid. That's cost us 315 quid in total. But we've got back over £1,000 on that bag over that 2-year period. So we've ended up making 700 quid by using your money. It's that simple. Not flowering it up. That's what we do. We use your money, and we make money using your money. Without that investment, we wouldn't be able to keep putting those aside, because sometimes you can go down, you can pick up several £1,000s worth, all brand new coins, and then you might not see a brand new coin for months, and then it's all second-hand coin, second-hand coin, second-hand coin. but the ones that were brand new that you bought before, well, you've still got them. So that gives you a bit of an idea on how it all works. And like I say, it doesn't, you know, you can ask any of our investors, well, you can't because we don't supply a list of people's names and stuff, but if you did ask any of our investors, some of our investors would say, oh, it's worked like clockwork. And some of our investors would go, well, it's not quite worked like clockwork, you know, there was a bit late on one or two occasions and a couple of hiccups along the way, but yeah, I got paid out. So at the end of the day, it all works for everybody, and it has to work for everybody. If it doesn't, then we wouldn't stay in business, you know, because there'd be too many people shouting and screaming, and I'm not very happy, which there isn't. So that's what it's all about. And you know, no matter what happens, you've got a team of us that make sure that we all earn money out of it. So that's how it all works. We're in the middle of some renegotiations with PayPal at the moment because they actually don't like the investment sale. I'm not too sure why, but especially when you can pay using PayPal on investment sites, it doesn't really compute and make sense to me. But there you go. So we have to jump for a few hoops for them and renegotiate with them. In the meantime, if you pay by the investment and you want to pay us direct through the bank account, then send me an email and we'll give you the details, and I'll add a few extra points to your balance, your reward points, to make it worth your while, because we'll be saving on the PayPal fees. So, you know, if they don't like it, well, they lose out on the fees, and we do it another way. So we just go bank to bank. So we can do that. We've done that with plenty of people. I don't do that on little amounts of money. It's just not worth it. But being as the investment is a minimum 250 quid, then that's all right. That's okay. So you can pay us direct through the bank. Just let us know, and then we mark the sale as paid our end and send you the paperwork. So you'll get a few extra points if you pay us bank to bank for the moment. And also, not to forget that you also get back reward points when you buy the investment. So you know, people that have bought £5,000 worth will end up with probably about 500 quid's worth of extra reward points, because it's in the region of about 10%. So it's well worth doing with the return that you get and the extra 10% you get in reward points to spend on free coins. Blinding opportunity. There's a little New Year's present. There's a voucher code in this video. The voucher code is SOFA, that's SOFA, and it will give you a £5 off anything you want. That's part of the £10 Christmas bonus. There's a £5 in this one and a £5 in the ordinary update. Now remember, we do charge £1.99 standard postage on every order. That shows that we get a little something for the time it takes to wrap and pack each order. So sometimes the voucher codes ain't necessarily worth as much as they could be. If you're buying a couple of coins, then they're well worth it. If you've got a voucher code for £2 and you know, paying £2 postage and packing, it's not really, well, it is, but it isn't, if you see what I mean. You get better value if you buy a couple more coins anyway. So SOFA, SOFA, capital letters, and that'll give you a £5 off. And also I forgot to say, the voucher code is only live for 30 days, so it's one where you use it or you lose it. There are some investments left. Just looking at the list of what we've got left, there are 14 £250 left. There are 7 £500, 9 thousands, 8 2,500s, 8 5,000s and 4 10,000s left. So the lowest one being 250, there's only 14 of those left. Other than that, it's been quite successful, and thank you very much. There's a link in the newsletter and in the description box of the YouTube video for the investment listing on our site, thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. So if you haven't already, go and have a read. To know how it works, what you get is 25% of what you invest. So if you invest £1,000, then in 12 months time you'll get back 250 quid. 12 months after that you'll get back 250 quid plus your £1,000 back. So you end up with 1,500 quid from a £1,000 investment. And I've already explained to you what we do with that and how we make our money on that. So there you go. So that's how it works. It's that simple on what your return will be. I don't think there's anywhere you can go to get that kind of return. And I'll try and keep up the updates a bit more regular, although I don't know if I'll be doing a investment video update every week. We'll see how that goes, probably every couple of weeks, something like that. You don't want to be bothered every week. Maybe even every couple of weeks or every month, but keep the investment videos going anyway. Okay, so I'll be in touch again next week, and don't forget, that's what I'll be working on over the next couple of weeks. All right then, bye for now, and have a great new year.